They asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com. When you listen to the advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com, you'll find investing in the stock market makes sense with the right guidance.
People keep saying to me, boy, things are hard, things are tough. Boy, the market's really screwed up. And I don't agree with them. For us here at Phil's Gang, we make it so it's simple. It doesn't matter if the market's bad or good. We consistently do well because we make it simple. And just like for my listeners on the radio or on the internet or my podcast, we make it simple. We try to break it down so you really understand why the market is going up or why there's continued inflation or why the bank rates are going up. So you understand, especially yields. The most important thing to understand how yields work. Just what we do. We work hard at it.
Trusted advice, easy to understand strategies that will make you a better investor. Get all the details at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. These are volatile times in the stock market.
Market's up 200, then it's up 800, it's up 700.
How do you get the facts when investing?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. If you're confused about the stock market, get unconfused. Go to my site, philsgang.com, and listen to my radio show every weekday at 3 Eastern. What is the market going to do? We know exactly what the market's going to do.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
There's no need for you to be losing money.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. If you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Want good investing advice from someone you can trust? Listen to Phil Grandy.
With what's going on today in the economy, especially the stock market, it gets really complicated, but it doesn't have to be. My job is to make it simple, to get through the fog. And I think I do that, and I think I do a pretty good job of that, especially why you should be buying a stock, or why you should be in the market, or not in the market, or shorting.
Invest wisely with the knowledge of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
When you talk to the Defense Department, not this year, but years ago, they tell you the greatest threat to America is not Russia or China, it's the size of our debt.
God, I say that all the time. Why raise the debt ceiling? We don't need more debt. Debt is killing the purchasing power of our dollar. And that's the worst thing that can happen. Why don't they just stop? They won't. If you take Biden's monetary policy, just think of what it's done to us. I mean, it's so destructive. You know, let's go. You know, today I was trying to. What do I open the show with today? There's so many things to talk about. And the one thing I thought about was, I was watching again on TV all these people coming over our border, all the immigrants coming over our border, you know, from all over the world. But they're fleeing countries that are dirt poor. And I kept saying, it's too bad they don't teach in school instead of woke. If they only taught in school what's going on, there's not much difference between us and those people that are coming over the border. There's really very little difference. You know what the difference is, if you really think about it? Is luck. That's right, luck. The luck is our dollar. Our dollar. That's the luck. 75% of our people work paycheck to paycheck, but they still have a decent standard of living. They do. Those people don't have a good standard of living. Their currency, okay, not worth much. So if you really think about what's separating us, and it's just the strength of our dollar. You take the strength of our dollar away from us, then you can stop everybody crossing the border. There'll be no incentive to come here to the United States because we're going to be as poor as them except for the oligarchs. And I think that has been the plan of Biden all along. See, I think Biden, after 50 years in Congress and surrounding himself, or he's been surrounded by multimillionaires and billionaires, and all these guys are, all their donors. I mean, they hang out with the most wealthiest people in the world. And I think Biden, after a while, like any of them, but mostly Biden, I think he looked at it and said, I do not have the smarts. I'm not an entrepreneur. I don't have the smarts to create wealth like these guys, like Steve Jobs did, or any of these people, the Musk, you know all the names. I think he finally said, what am I going to do? I want to be like them, but I don't have that skill. So I think what I can do is sell my position. But that wasn't going to be enough. So once he has money, you got to hold on to that money. And still, he's not going to be the top guy. He's not going to be the billionaire. $10 million, even if he made $30 million on his position. Are you kidding me? Among the wealthy, he's a little blurb. You wouldn't even notice him. So he decided he's got to transform America where he is an oligarch. That's another thing that he learned over all these years, how the oligarchs live in all these countries like Venezuela or like Russia or like Cuba, how they live fantastic. So he introduces the monetary policy. Green. Yeah. He started to change things. So what he wanted to do is introduce a socialist Democrat monetary policy. And his first order of business was what? Green energy. Cost $6 trillion we didn't have. He wanted to, first of all, destroy our country's oil independence. You got to do that. You can't have a country, a socialist country or a communist country, without destroying the oil independence. Are you kidding me? And by doing that, I mean you can create tremendous inflation so that you can destroy the purchasing power of the dollar. And we destroy the purchasing power of the dollar. Walmart, after you go in there and buy goods, and the 75% of people in this country who work paycheck to paycheck, again, when they go to Walmart and buy goods and they have at least a decent standard of living because those costs of goods are so low and they go there for groceries, they got a standard of living. So he's going to destroy that. That was his idea. Let's destroy that. If you destroy the strength of the dollar, then when Walmart receives your money, when you go shopping for groceries and clothing, and then Walmart takes that money and it goes to China to buy some more goods to bring you back cheap goods so you can have a standard of living, even though you're working paycheck to paycheck, China's going to say, screw you. We're buying gold. We're buying gold. We're not going to accept your dollar anymore. And when you don't accept our dollar anymore, then that little veil, that little thin wall between these people coming across the border and us disappears. And we're all the same. And nobody comes across the border anymore. What's the incentive? To live just like they're living in Venezuela or Cuba or Brazil or Honduras? Because that's how we're going to be living. See, it's luck. The only difference between us and them is luck of the dollar and keeping that dollar strong. And Biden knows that, and that's why he set out to destroy the dollar with inflation. There's no other reason for it, what he's doing. Who the hell would do what he's doing? With this open border and everything else. Green, my God. So here, think about this. Again, I didn't know what to open the show with today. There's so many things I want to talk about. Let's talk, Saturday is Home Depot Day, right? We know that. Home Depot Day is Saturday. You can go to Home Depot if you're not even intending to buy anything. It's a fun place to go to. It's Home Depot Day. However, not when there's inflation. Not when there's Joe Biden inflation. Not when inflation is outpacing wages. Not a fun day. When job openings in April declined by 10 million. Not a fun day. What that does is cause consumer confidence to tank, and it's tanked. It went down. It's terrible. The consumer confidence in April is one of the lowest levels we've ever since 2022. What did that do? That caused Home Depot to have one of the worst quarters in 20 years. They never had a quarter like this in 20 years. Consumers are tapped out because of this inflation. Their credit cards are tapped out. Their savings are tapped out. The house equity is tapped out. And then you have these people who lie to us, just like the swamp in Washington. We have a swamp in Wall Street, the fake business network, who turns around and tells us every day, oh, things are good, the economy is good, the consumer is so strong. So what do we do? Talk about it when we get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy the stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to my radio show and podcast. When you really think of what he's doing, it just makes no common sense. So there's got to be a purpose behind it. If you think of the first thing he did, he goes in and he destroys our energy supply. So now, we get 70% of our energy from fossil fuels. So he declares a war on fossil fuels. Who would do that? Then to make sure he would make us dependent on our enemies for our energy. Does that make sense? But here's the big one. Devalue the nation's currency. Make sure it's not strong. And when it's not strong, then Walmart, when they go back to China and Target and all the big box stores, walk into China, ready to buy all those goods again, China goes, no, we're not taking your dollar. We bought more gold. Your dollar's getting worthless. You have no purchasing power of the dollar. And by the way, you're screwing me because I'm holding $1 trillion in your treasuries that are worth squat because the $1 trillion is only worth $500,000. And Japan raises their hand. Yeah, we're not going to sell you any cheap goods either. Did the same to it. We got $1 trillion worth of that crap called treasuries. Can you imagine? And we're getting close to that. Don't believe me? Look it up. See how much gold they're buying in China. So, but again, you dismantle the nation's energy supply. So we have to go to our enemies, and we have to pay, when it first started, what was it? 170%. An increase of 170%. Crazy. Energy. Isn't that crazy? Devalue the nation's currency. Boom. Now, guess what? By doing that devaluation of our currency and China doesn't sell us the goods, that means that the people who work paycheck to paycheck, the working poor and middle class, their standard of living gone. There's no Walmart for them to go to get nice clothing and food and have a standard of living. They are going to be just like the people coming over from Honduras. Because they won't have the money to buy the things they do at these discount stores, as I do. Matter of fact, I bought a $10 shirt 3 years ago on sale. It's the best shirt I've got. It goes through I don't know how many times it went through the washing machine, but still, all the ones I buy somewhere else, I got to pay a lot of money for, Ralph Lauren or whatever, they all fall apart after it goes through the washing machine a dozen times. And of course, don't enforce the border. If you can overwhelm the middle class and the working class with all these people coming in, and all these people are going to give, you see where California's going to give them $300 a week unemployment? So the idea is overwhelm the middle class. Just keep bringing all these people in. So now you change all of America. You change the face of America. You got more people that are poor. And you got to get rid of the middle class because they're too independent. Those are entrepreneurs. You're going to tell them what to do. But just keep flooding the country. That's what he's doing. And why would he be dividing this country? I don't get that. And why would you destroy our finances by running up debt, historic debt and historic deficits? Trillions and trillions of dollars in debt and deficits. That's a killer. No president in modern time has been this reckless to push us into so much debt so fast. Remember, $6 trillion. $6 trillion spending paid for with red ink. And divide, and if you ever had anybody so divisive, I couldn't, that speech the other day, and then I'll get off this political stuff, but it goes right back, though. I'm telling you, this goes right back to finance. It really does. It goes back to the market.
The most dangerous terrorist threat to our homeland is white supremacy.
Do you believe that? Nobody believes that. What's he, in the 70s? So why is he doing that? Because he wants to divide us. That's what you do when you go towards a socialist country. You divide rather than unite a nation. Rich versus poor, black versus white. He's pitting groups against each other. But when I saw those Home Depot numbers come in, wow, I said, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Because our debt and deficits, the consequences of higher inflation, and then guess what? Rates increase, that's hurting people even more. The economy doesn't hardly grow. We went from 2% estimated to 1%. Manufacturing, as I say, slows right down. And boy, did you see the manufacturing numbers? My God, all these manufacturing numbers. I gave the manufacturing numbers to you in March. I gave you, remember I told you the Philly Fed was terrible, the Dallas Fed was terrible, and the Empire State, New York, was terrible. Then we get our numbers in April now. Now we got our April numbers. They're worse. The Empire Manufacturing has the biggest 1 month drop in 20 years. And the Philly Fed Manufacturing, the lowest orders since 2020. The Dallas Fed, Texas area, Manufacturing, lowest orders in 9 months. In April, the job openings for 1 month decreased by 10 million. Manufacturing still holds a 14-year low, and we're still closing down every day, each day, between 15 and 25 manufacturing plants. And we have an inverted yield curve. It's unbelievable. So what does this all mean? Well, he's destroying our country and trying to bring us back to a socialist nation so he can be an oligarch because he's not smart enough to create billions of dollars and taking risk because he's always been paid by the government. He always got his check every Thursday. He doesn't know what it is to take a risk. So what could he sell? He knows nothing. He sold his name. Nothing's going to happen, by the way, to him for that. There's no law against that. I'll guarantee it. Like now they're telling us there's no law against what happened with the Durham report.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. When making wise investment decisions, Phil Grandy has some sound reasons you should join Phil's Gang.
When I started this, they asked me, okay, can you explain to people why they should join the gang? Gee, I thought about that. And I guess to make money. But more than that, to get good direction on which way the economy's really going. We get so much crap, so many lies, how great the economy is and how great the tech business is, and when it's not. The problem is we have too many people in Washington and in this industry that just don't tell the truth. The truth is everything. And here at Phil's Gang, we stick with the facts. We tell the truth. We make sure our members, are getting the best information, and our listeners, like you. We make that information available to you and make it simple and understandable.
Good investing means understanding how the stock market works. Join today at philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, 60%? Gasoline, 55%? I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com. or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. So, what does this all mean? Well, when you have a monetary policy where you're ending up with debt and deficits and you're destroying the dollar, and you're taking a big risk with China and Japan because they're holding $1 trillion of our treasuries. So that's like $1 trillion in cash sitting there, and they get pretty grumpy when they start seeing Biden's policy keeps destroying the value of those dollars. And they know it's on purpose. They know what he's trying to do. But here's what really gets me. While all this goes on, when you have these guys, okay, the fake business news networks, which is a swamp, just like Washington is a swamp. And I think there's more lying on Wall Street than there is in Washington. And listen to this. How could somebody say something like this?
A strong U.S. consumer could fix a lot of problems in the economy, and we have that particular scenario manifesting itself right now. You can see it in the data.
Okay. In the data? Let's see. So the data that I'm looking at, okay, is showing that the Empire Manufacturing, let's go back to Home Depot. Home Depot getting destroyed. People don't have the money to shop there. Their savings accounts are tapped. Credit cards are tapped. And then here's some more proof that the economic so-called recovery is not a recovery. We got the Empire Manufacturing. Their numbers came in horrible. That's New York State. Philly Manufacturing, Midwest, that's horrible. Dallas Fed, Texas, that area, horrible. They're horrible in March. Now they're even horrible in April. Manufacturing still at a 14-year low. And so how could you say something like these people are saying, oh, everything's okay, everything's fine, everything's looking good, we're going to have a soft landing? Not going to have a soft landing. So what you got to do is just, again, I tell you this every day, I know you don't want to hear it, but you got to learn how to short stocks. And then when stocks get beaten up and they get down about 35, 40%, if you know what you're doing, you buy them. Like, for example, I have my gang members about 2 weeks ago, I think it was. I said, we got to go in and we got to start buying the regionals, the regional banks, and everybody else on CNBC and all of them. Oh, you got to stay away from the regional banks. You got to stay away from the regional banks. Yeah, but what they don't understand is that there's going to be a great opportunity for short covering. In other words, when you sell a stock at 30, it goes down to 10, and you made $5,000. Well, you just don't get a check for $5,000. You got to go buy it at 10. You got to buy your stock back. And then that moves the stock up. Somebody else does the same thing. He's got to buy his stock. And all of a sudden, the stock's going back up. So everybody's going in and trying to buy as fast as they can before anybody else comes in. So the stock, before you know it, it's back to 30. It's called short covering. And if you know what the hell you're doing, and you got the software we have, the color-coded software, it works. Now, two of our favorite that we did was KRE. I had my members buy KRE. Okay, now remember, on the 11th. But I told them that this is only for what we call our 25% people. What's that mean? Well, when you join us and we're teaching you and working with you, there's certain investments and trades we don't want you making until you have of your money that you're investing, 25% of your money came from profits. That's a cushion. So then you can do risk-on trades, like a swing trade. That's what we're doing here, a short covering swing trade on our Pro 1. Because it may only go up for 1, 2, or 3 days. That's it. Then it's going to come right back down. If it was going to stay longer than that, then my Pro 2 would tell me that. My Pro 2 is a color-coded chart. Well, if you want to see here, I'll show you. If you're following me on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, you can see this. If not, tonight, it shows archived. You can see what I'm telling you. See this right here? This is KRE. And you see how they killed it? I mean, they really took this stock and slaughtered it, right? And bring it out 6 months right here, which was a nice short, by the way. But again, we had a little capitulation right here in this candlestick. And I said, okay, let's go and start buying some. So right now on KRE, we're up about 8%. 8%. And we bought it on what date? The 11th. Today's the 17th. That's a nice little return. Here's one of my better ones, CMA. Okay, this is another one, little regional bank, CMA, Commercia. And we're up about 18% on that since the 11th. But remember, these aren't investments. These are what we call swing trades. That's all. And they're fun to do. And you're going to learn how to do that with us, as well as you're going to learn how to sell short. So everything I talked on the opening of my show about, remember, it all has to do with the economy and stocks. It really, I don't like talking politics. Everybody at night, I mean, there's so many people talk politics. What do you need me to talk politics? But when it comes to the politics entering our stock market, I'm going to talk about it. So Home Depot was a real big disappointment, and the manufacturing was a big disappointment. For anyone to say that the consumers are doing better, they're just lying. They're just lying. It's not the truth. You see, you got to understand, things have changed, man. Since Biden took office, okay, things have changed. And what's happened is, because of what he's changed, we've had this economic and financial bank crises, and you can't fix it. You can't fix it the way he's doing it. I mean, that green program, everybody's for the environment. That green program cost us $6 trillion, even more. They want 60 or 90 trillion. I think they went back in for around 90 billion. So that destroyed our country's oil independence. So from January 2031 to August 2022, energy went up 171%. I mean, this is crazy. Gasoline from January 2001 to 2022, gasoline was up 122%. Now, gasoline is still up. Let's see, I don't think I have the percentage. Maybe you can give it to me, Will. But the percentage of gasoline is still up. Eggs are up 20. If you go from April 2022 to April 2023, right, a year, eggs are still up 21%, for God's sakes. Gasoline's still up 50%. 50%. That's a lot of money. And when you are going to Walmart, think about this. You go to Walmart, and nothing wrong with it. I go to Walmart, I go to Costco. They've got some good stuff, good buys. I work hard for my money too. But that may be gone because of the policies that this president is doing and this administration is doing. It's killing the purchasing power of the dollar, and the Chinese, one day, it's going to be overnight, and I told you this before. I'm telling you, why would they buy our debt? Overnight, they're going to say, no, I'm not going to buy your debt. You destroyed your dollar. And by destroying your dollar, you screwed me. And Japan's going to say the same thing. You just screwed me. We're both holding $1 trillion in dollars, which is the treasuries. And they're almost worthless because of what you're doing, your policies to be an oligarch. Destroy our oil independence. So what you've got to do to make money in this market, you've got to stop listening to the fake business news network and the stocks they're telling you to buy. Do you know the other day, and I come back, remember when Kramer picked another stock out? Remember we shorted the one that he picked out? Now we're doing another one. We'll talk about that when we get back. Just do the opposite of what he's doing, and you'll be fine. We'll be right back with more.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Why are investors listening to Phil Grandy of philsgang.com?
You know why people listen to my show? Because I make it simple. When you talk about the stock market, they make it so complicated. I make it easy to understand. For the average investor, the Main Street investor, most of the time, these guys, like they're talking to each other. We talk directly to you and we listen to you.
Invest better with the sound advice of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. It's Steve Celeste here with philsgang.com. Just wanted to tell you how to get engaged with Phil's Gang and how to become part of the Phil's Gang membership, or how to try us for 10 days free. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's www.philsgang.com, and click on Get Started at the top of the website. Click on the big red banner that says Working Investor 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. And hey, while you're at the website, why not stop by our gift shop, see if there's something in there for you or for somebody you know. All right, thanks, and back to you, Phil.
Thank you, Steve. You know, I talk every day about shorting. and 99% of people won't short. I just don't I shouldn't say I don't understand. I do understand because Wall Street scares people to death about shorting. You're going to lose everything. No, you're going to lose everything if you don't short. The market's going down, you got to short. But what have they done to you? They've convinced you to buy and hold. They convinced you to buy on a dip and the market is going down. You only buy on a dip. I'll give you an example. If you take, let's take Microsoft, okay, and Microsoft's making a new high up here, right? Microsoft, it's one of our stocks. If that pulls back a little bit, then you can buy in a dip, okay, buy some more shares, and then when it breaks out to a new high, add more. But see, it's an uptrend. That's an uptrend. So let's go take a look at one of Kramer's stocks here, CVS. Can you imagine you've been buying on all these dips, and all that happens, your stock gets worse and worse and worse. You never buy on a dip when your stock is in a downtrend. If you want to add, you only add to when your stock is in a uptrend, a nice severe uptrend, right? So a lot of people got caught. A lot of you got caught in that. And now you're looking to get out at a higher price. That's called overhang. And the institutions aren't going to come in and buy your stock. Why would they? I show my gang members every morning at our coffee talk that if you look at the spiders, you look at the Qs, you see every day, the banks, especially the banks, we haven't been able to break above 50% in a year. Why? Because the institutions aren't buying any longer. So if you join us and you learn how to sell short, what a difference it's going to make. Because then you don't care what they're doing with the market. And the biggest thing they're doing right now, look at this. I'm going to put the Qs. Look how they pushed that back up there today. They're trying to hit that 3, and we're in the Qs. We own the Qs. And I've told my members, we'll stay in the Qs because they're going to, I told them, they will hit that 1-year high. I'll put it up on the chart for you so you can see it if you're following me on YouTube, Facebook, or Rumble. You see right here, that's the high right there. That's at 334.42. They're at 331.34. They got to hit that high. Now, why? Well, they're thinking if they can artificially push this market up, just these stocks, the Qs, the big tech stocks, that the shorts, anybody shorting will cover, and then the big institutions are going to rush in and start buying the Qs. Not going to happen. Here's what we're looking for. We want it to break out, as it will, stay up there for a week maybe, then turn and come back right back down through 334. That's called a breakout point failure. When that happens, you're going to see so much panic going on. But let's say it doesn't happen. We're still making money when the market goes up. We're in the Qs. I mean, we don't just sit there and say we think the economy is terrible and things are bad, okay, and Biden's killing us, okay, over all this, is monetary policy killing us. What are we going to do, just sit there? Of course not. Look at as I said to you a moment ago, look at our stocks. Nobody was buying these things. We bought them. KRE, look at that. Beautiful. KRE, we're up about 8%. And my CMA, that was one of my favorites. CMA, we're up about 18%. And you got, and FNB is up. FNB's got to be up 8, 9, 10%. So we hit gold on all of these. Now, at the same time the Qs are going up, what you have to do is make money on shorting gold. That's right. So you watch your AU. When that starts breaking through the 50-day moving average and it starts turning red on my Pro 2, it's telling me there's enough money coming in, we'll short it. So we're in the Qs. We own the Qs going up as they artificially push it higher, okay, to rig this market. And then at the same time, it's going to hurt the golds. And when gold start coming, GDX comes down, we're short. We're already short in GDX right now. We already shorted it today. And so that's what you learn to do here at Phil's Gang. If you listen to this, here, I'm going to play a collage of it. Listen to this nonsense.
I'm not in this gloom and doom camp of consumer. You know that because the job market is still tight and wages are still high on a relative basis.
Yeah.
And inflation has peaked.
Inflation's peaked? Okay.
We're at the very tail end of this bear market, and it presents incredible opportunity.
How does she know that? I don't know that. If I dug up J.P. Morgan, he's second the motion. J.P. wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that. Nobody knows that. So how does she know that? Was she some genius? She's a dope.
We still think that U.S. stocks are in a big 25-year secular bull market where the new cyclical bull started in October. We believe those lows are well in place from an intermediate term base.
Oh, God. The only bull is this guy throwing it. He's throwing the bull. Look, when you're investing in stocks, everybody's looking for that magic broker, that magic advisor. Who's got the house? Everybody runs to Kramer, right? And talking about Kramer stock, as I said again, we're starting to short. We made 10% shorting CVS. Now we're going to start shorting TWNK, okay? Hostess. But we haven't, all we got on it right now is a scalp because we had Head and Shoulders, okay? And we're going to be patient with it. And when you put a scout on, you just put one share on, two shares, just so you monitor it. That way there you don't forget. Otherwise you can forget you even have it. And then 3 weeks later, it's up 30% and you missed it. So that's all we're doing with it right now. But it's got a beautiful head and shoulder pattern. And I think if it breaks through, it's at 25.77. If it breaks through 25, I think you'll see some more selling coming in. So we're going to monitor that. And so we're doing good. All right? And we're doing good with all of our... we're doing good with Apple. We're doing good with our whole portfolio. Hershey, it's another one. Okay, one of our stocks, Hershey. We started shorting Hershey. We did a little swing trade on Hershey. It was going sideways nicely, and I said, I think this thing's going to break, and it's starting to break. So, but when you have the option to short, it's like taking the chains off. But if you are convinced to buy and hold, and you're convinced when the market's going down, you cost average down, and if you're convinced when the market goes down, you keep adding to your position as the stock gets worse. I can't help you, man. I mean, if you really believe that, I'm never going to get that out of your head. And these people always lose money. 80% of people in the stock market lose money because they do the same thing. They always get in the hope mode, And who's better to put you in the hope mode but the fake business news network? That's all they sell every day is hope. Every day they sell you hope. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. See, we don't care if everything's okay or not okay. We stay with the same stocks. Now think about how simple this is. We stay with the same stocks. So when they go up, we're in them. When they go down, we're in them. We're selling short, making money. Doesn't that make sense? And we have 6 stocks we're in. Then we have 2 ETFs. We're always in the queues of the spider, short or long. And then we have our bonus stocks that we're in and out of. And those are the best stocks in the world, our bonus stocks. Okay? I mean, those are terrific stocks. So there's a lot of opportunity in the market. You just got to learn how to short. I'm being honest with you. That's it. If you don't know how to short, you're screwed. And you're going to listen to these people and follow them. And right now, again, this wasn't about politics today when I opened up the show. This has to do with the market, what's going on right now. The debt and deficits that Biden created through his green policy is going to turn China on us. You watch and see. Have a good day. See you on the
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.